ちゃえばいいすりむいた心に蓋をしたんだ
Alright guys, I've got another Wi-Fi battle here for you. This has got to be one of the few Japanese trainers online that I've run into that doesn't use fully competitive Pokemon. He's probably the only other person besides myself that I know uses a Pelipper on PBR. Now I don't know how well he manipulates his Pelipper. I don't know if he runs it like mine's, but I'm going to be ready for that. He's also using a Torkoal, which is something else I don't always see on Wi-Fi. Girafarig as well. There are very few people who run those kinds of Pokemon. I don't know why people choose not to run them, because those things can be powerful if you know how to use them. I mean, come on, if a Munchlax can be powerful, can a Girafarig? Can a Pelipper? Even a Torkoal? Well, I've seen quite a few Torkoals, so they're just not very common. So anyway, he starts with Pelipper right off the bat. I start with Gliscor. I don't fear the Pelipper, so I'm free to set up my Swords Dance. I already know I outspeed that thing, considering that I've used a Pelipper before. Probably not the way he's going to use it, but you know. So anyway, I'm going to get the Swords Dance up, and he's going to end up using Surf. Now I'm jumping a little further ahead in the battle. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to set up my Swords Dance. That's going to, of course, raise my attack. He's going to go for Surf, and I'm going to just barely survive that. Just barely. So that left me to believe that he raised that thing in special attack. Considering my Surf that hits a Gliscor only does about half as super effective damage. Hang on guys, I gotta clean this thing out. I'm actually working on something right now while I'm narrating this. But yeah, the Surf that he used left me to believe he was raised in special attack, and considering I have hardly any special defense on this Gliscor, leaving it in another turn would be suicide. Considering that I don't really use this for attacking anyway. So I'm gonna Baton Pass into Miltank. He's gonna Surf again. That's gonna do about a third to Miltank. Miltank is of course my special wall, I told you guys that. But I use it as support as well because it's carrying the Heal Bell, which I always forget about when I'm switching Pokemon. Normally I could leave a Pokemon in on Paralysis or something like that, even a Burn, but I end up switching out into Miltank and end up crippling it. So anyway, I went for a Body Slam. They switched into Torkoal. My Body Slam's barely gonna graze that Torkoal because Torkoals are amazing in defense. They're like tanks, basically. If they didn't have such poor special defense, they could be the next Shuckle. So I have to set up the Curse, considering I can't even damage that thing. He's gonna go for a Yawn. Now, I don't know if Heal Bell will work with a Yawn. I wanted to test it, but I'm not sure. A lot of people probably say that it won't, but a lot of people are also saying that Yawn can be Baton Passed, and when I Baton Passed a Yawn, I didn't get put to sleep. So we managed to bust that myth. So next time I get Yawned, I'm actually going to try and Heal Bell and see what happens. So anyway, I go for another Curse. They're going to Fire Blast, and of course I'm going to doze off this turn after Lefty's recovery. Now, considering how much that Fire Blast actually did, I'll only have a few turns to wake up from that. And I have to hope he doesn't get a crit either, because a crit will just completely destroy me. So I'm fast asleep the first turn, of course. Nobody ever wakes up the first turn. And he hits me with another Fire Blast. That knocks me down to about a third of my life. I'm going to try and Milk Drink again. This will be my second turn of sleep. I believe I do wake up this turn. No, I don't wake up this turn. Oh no, I do wake up this turn. So I get the Milk Drink off and restore my life. He's going to go for another Fire Blast, but it misses this time. I believe I go for the Body Slam here. Or I think I curse this turn. No, I body slam. And I believe this one does just about half, a little under that. Yeah, that does just about under half. He's gonna go for another yawn. He really wants to put that Miltank to sleep. So I'm gonna go for another body slam. No point in cursing again. And I believe he goes for another Fire Blast. He's just gonna spam Fire Blast up to the point where he switches. Okay, so the next body slam, he just hangs on with about 1/8 of his life. Actually, that's 1/6 of his life. So he Fire Blasts me again. That does about 1/3 of damage. I was actually hoping for the burn, because that would actually stop Yawn dead in its tracks, and I could just heal Bellet away. But of course, I don't get the burn. When I don't want the burn, I get it. When I do want the burn, I don't get it. But anyway, he's going to switch his Torkoal out and go back into Pelipper. Now, I don't know what he's planning on doing with this Pelipper, so I have to be careful. Considering that Pelipper can be run in quite a few ways. Mine's a wall, and I thought his was a wall at first until I saw him use the agility, so that definitely led me to believe that he was a special sweeper. So I can just only spam the body slam until I wake up. He air slashes, and he's pretty much hoping for the flinch. I wake up, I don't get flinched this turn, I hit it with body slam, and that does a ton of damage thanks to the curses as well as the Swords Dance. So I'm going to go for one more body slam and hope I don't get flinched. Because Pelipper is not a Serene Gracer, Air Slash's chances of flinching me have slimmed big time. So I don't flinch and I get the body slam off. That's going to take out Pelipper, which is kind of sad because I actually like Pelippers. I don't like killing them. And now he's going to go back into his Torkoal. Now, I was actually just waiting for him to yawn me away, but the next body slam was just going to end up taking him out, and I would just have to worry about one more Pokemon. Plus I have 2 left. My opponent realizes that he can't really stop Miltank, and he's just going to give up here. So that's it, guys. Remember, live battles today at 4 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you then.